So in this episode, I feel like we get a lot of questions against Bun's past and what her powers and why she's important to the story. And I feel like this episode, a lot of questions are answered from those categories. So the big question is, what do they mean when they say power, vessel, and why do the spirits treat her or not treat her, but why do they consider her special? So, pretty much what I've gathered while watching this episode was that she, from birth, I'm guessing, she was kind of given the power to this god of spirits, and she was given, I guess, power, and from there, like, she hasn't awakened it yet. Like, it's in her body, but she hasn't awakened it yet. Maybe later in the series she will, or she'll like learn to control a small portion of it, but we'll see where that goes anyways. So we get that, and then we get the explanation of the vessel. And she said, since there's like a small part of our god's power in Botan, that means like she can be a vessel, so that piece of power, you know, grows and grows until like she doesn't completely control Botan, but occasionally like switches place or switches consciousness with Botans, at a time or something. But I really think that's where this whole series is gonna go, with the whole Bon being a vessel situation. And so I just thought I would mention the most important part, like I said. But there was one piece of information that I found kind of interesting, and that was about her past. So they say, growing up, as she had this power, since she had this power, she also had the power to feel non-human presence, and that really kind of stirred, or that made Bone kind of the weird kid in class, and pretty much no one wanted to be her friend or even go close to Bone. She was kind of exiled from the public. And yeah, I just thought I would mention her past briefly. I thought that was very interesting that they had. And then there's kind of a timeline that when they revealed that her past, I kind of put a timeline in my head. Not maybe it'll definitely get clear as the episodes go on, and we find out more about Bone's parents and everything. So I believe that she was kind of born with the power, like the power dwelling in her. She had that when she was born, and I'm guessing, my theory is that her father knew, and he probably tried to face the spirits that would come after and take advantage of her. And that's why I think the father is kind of missing. If you notice that around the time the father was gone, was around the time that Bone was going to school as a little elementary school kid. So that means she probably other spirits saw, she probably has the potential to grow this and just manifest more of the power, and they were scared of that. And so I think there was a lot of spirits when she went out of her mansion or to school. Whenever she went out of her house, we can see that a lot of spirits were kind of watching her, and some might want to cross the line or whatever and take advantage of that, of Bone's power or whatever that she has inside her. And I think probably at that time, Bone's father, probably probably kind of sacrificed himself for her protection, kind of, I think. And kind of moving on to the last thing I do want to mention in this video, towards the end we see them Bones and our main male character's relationship going, or at least, growing at, like, even though it's like a small pace, you can see that the kind of feelings that are growing. And we'll just see how the relationship plays out throughout this whole show series. But overall, I think it was a great episode. There was definitely a lot of things in this episode that were worthy of dissecting and everything, but it certainly gets me more excited for the future of the show and what it has in store for me. But overall, I think it was a pretty good episode. I know there wasn't much action or anything, but there was something that I could talk about in this review. But I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Bye, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.